Good.
Hi, myself Priya Bharghavi.
Yeah, I'm Bharghavi and this is our kid Akshara.
So we basically were in a hunt for our dream house. So we finally landed up with Saritha Splendor LSR. So to mention not, we were also part of Saritha family earlier also. We were into their first project, but that was our rented apartment. Just after our marriage, we got into that. And we really were impressed by the way the builder responds to each and every small issues that happen within the apartments. So that was a standalone building, but this is a society which we got into. So this society we basically thought, because we have a kid, she's growing, so we just have the nearby school, we put her into the nearby school which is the next compound. So she is also happy like going to the school. She doesn't have issues like, mama, I'm not going by bus or anything like that. She is a basically walker. We take her to the school, we drop her, and she's really happy. And my husband's office is just 10 minutes away from this. So Whitefield is basically a hub of all IT firms. So his office is also nearby only. So I am a homemaker, so I can take care all three of us are satisfied, basically happy being in this apartment. And I am a shopaholic, so I can have like a 5-minute drive from here to the nearby malls. I have Shantiniketan Mall nearby, and I have the metro, so I can take a metro and I can go through that. And I have Phoenix just 2.5 kilometers away from here. So the amenities basically in our society are like, we have a temperature controlled pool for the kids to play, and we have a badminton court where myself and my husband we enjoy playing badminton. And so then we have our clubhouse where all our amenities are in one place, so that there's no hustle here and there. So people don't move around here and there saying we play this and we play that. There's one certain place where people go around and meet. So there's a banquet hall where we can make our kids' birthdays more special over there.
When we searched that the apartment that we want to buy, and the first person the web we met in the Saritha was that the Pradeep, and in the first meet itself that we decided that the end of that meet we decided that we are going to buy this one. We had that the long meet. I mean that that he explained that everything from end to end, like, in and out of this society, and what is going to come, what is there and what not is there. So by that details only, we ourselves got convinced, and we stopped that that next search. We had that some of that in our mind, but after filtering all these things, after having a nice conversation with the pre-sales those guys, and we somehow that convinced and then filter out all these options, and we finally had only one, that is Saritha. There are many options like that nearby schools, all these hospitals, everything. So all these
Everything is accessible for us basically.
Yes, our kid also enjoying a lot actually. And that we already have that that same experience with Saritha before that also. But compared to that this is even happier for our family and for kids also. She is comparing herself with that the old and new apartments, and she is finding herself into that new games, not toys, every that open space areas, all these things. And yeah, the Raj also very very supportive, and whenever we have some issues, we don't need to directly call to Raj, but even if you send an SMS also to him,
He
take care of
responds
it.
very immediately. He takes care of all the small petty issues also. He keenly looks into and solves them. So I don't think like every builder, maybe to my knowledge, I have not seen like every builder coming down to the earth, like solving each and every problem, thinking of like each and every person in the building or his society as his family member. So this is not just our society. We have become a family member to Saritha. So we think like that.
He talks less, but whatever that we are expecting, but he'll get it done in one or the other way. So that's what we have observed all these days. So we have moved the 4 months ago here, and we are very much satisfied with that. And here and there there plus so many minor issues are there, but they are getting that that engineers, they are getting it solved in a very efficient manner. We are very happy with that that what we have purchased till now we are very happy with that.
The first phase of Saritha was when we met Pradeep. It was like he was taking us to a detailed through map of what is going to come in Saritha, what is going to be in our society, how we are going to enjoy. He took us through previous projects also. He took us like Saritha Fortune, I think. So he was explaining us how people are enjoying being in the Saritha society. So which we were like totally impressed, and we never want to go to another society also now. So we, even if they're planning for other projects, if we want to go to our next investment, I think that will be a better option where we choose in Saritha only. So we have become a part and family of Saritha now. Yeah, we were basically in a standalone building that is in the Saritha only, Saritha Elegance, which was their first project, I think. So that also, the construction was super. I mean, there's no flaws. I mean, 5 years, I think. Now the building is around 8 to 10 years old. Still, it is good. The construction is still good. You can't have complaints ever. Like there's no leakage problems or there's nothing. There's no termite problem.
In the same price range, we have such that other projects also, but it is evidently visible that that Saritha put that lots of the quality materials that used in that. If there are nearby the apartments and societies also there. We ourselves personally visited there before we got purchased here, but we were not at all satisfied with the quality. By seeing that itself only we will be able to find out that this is not the right one that we have to go. So the quality wise that they haven't compromised actually. That's what I can
Even
say that. For the
besides the quality also, we take privacy as one basic major criteria. So we have looked into, I don't want to name a few apartments where we have seen the door is just opposite to their bedroom or something like that. So that is like, we can't accept that. But major apartments do that. But here what we see is there's a hindrance board where there's a partition sort of a thing. There's a way for ventilation also, and we don't see the other apartments' privacy. We don't peep into their bedrooms or something like that. That is not allowed over here. That is not. There's no provision like that. So that is one good thing we thought. That is very nice. So our privacy is also retained. My neighbor's privacy is also retained. So that in that way, in that manner, this is like a good construction for us. Prime location, it is accessible to so many malls. We have here 2 schools nearby, one naming Sri Chaitanya and Gopalan International, and in the next lane nearby we have Gopalan National also. And then this being an IT hub, as I mentioned earlier, so the firms are like evidently there. This is just near to the SAP, and then as I said, the malls are also very nearby, and this is accessible to KR market also. So everything is accessible. This is a prime location. So I would like genuinely, honestly recommend this to my friends.
I mean, not only the Saritha Splendor, I mean that whichever comes from the Saritha actually, we have seen that we have stayed there for 5.5 years, and then now we are into that that we want to do this one. So with that the personal experience I can blindly say that that please go ahead that without any hesitations. So he'll take care of it. Raj and team is the best in that. So he will take care of this. So whatever the issues in that, he will take care. The corridors are the huge. I mean that even you don't find it in the top the rated builders.
One thing about the corridors is they are well lit. Okay, and the lighting is so classy that it is not that bright white light that hits your eyes. So it is warm throughout the day and throughout the night. That lighting is superb that you can go and do a photo shoot over there, basically like that. And the way they present the corridors is like beautiful paintings and the wallpapers. It's well maintained. And in the first building also, first project also, they have done that only. They kept improvising on that, and now they have done a decent corridor for us. When we open our doors, we have good look at the corridors. That's basically very nice.
And they are wide also. That even if you put that the shoe racks other stuff in that, still you have that lot of space to walk. And that's what happened in that other Saritha apartments also. But I don't find it in that that compared with that other builders. I've personally seen that that are very the narrow, and when if you put your shoe rack and opposite that also put that same shoe rack in front of you, and you don't find the way to to walk. You'll have to see there's some space in that you cannot walk freely that you walk here actually. So in terms of the corridor space, actually they have done that really good job here.
That same interest in building the house, they put the same interest in giving the corridors also beautifully maintained. That is also there. It was earlier that in their first project where we were staying, it was only that we used to dry clothes. Now we have a portico where we can sit in the evenings and we can have our long chats or phone calls. It's like there's not like one corner that is there. The whole terrace is like well maintained always. And most of the builders don't give access to the terrace, but Saritha does give. So that is one plus that I have noticed in Saritha basically.
Yeah, they have beautiful flowers, the planted there, all around the corners. So you get that, even if you don't get that, the natural air and the plants, the trees that what you have planted there, at least you can enjoy there in the terrace when you go there anytime, even in the daytime or night time, you will get that, that you are there in the lawn feeling that, that you will get it.